Hello everyone. This is Monday, June 14th, 2021. I'm in downtown Halifax on the corner of Spring Garden Road and North Park, which is the entrance as well to public gardens. So today we're not going in public gardens, we've covered that before. What I want to look at today is some downtown construction going on in the streets that will hamper your ability to get around downtown. So if you want to see it firsthand, how the streets are dug up down here, and the construction and the detours, I'm going to walk through that now and show you what you have to do if you're in downtown Halifax. All right? First I got to put my backpack on, so that means I got to find a way to do that while holding my phone. Since I didn't put my tripod on, that's all right. I think I can manage it here. Okay, I think I'm okay. We got it. Always have to carry my backpack. Every YouTuber carries a backpack because you have to carry all your things in there that you're going to need for making videos. So let's see if we can level this up. I think that's about it right there. Okay. So we're going to go walk right up Spring Garden Road and we're going to look at the construction. It basically starts right here at South Park. This is where the road is closed. You either have to go up or down if you get here. So if you're heading towards Barrington and you're on Spring Garden Road, you're only going to make it to South Park. That's right on the corner where the East Link is and the Lord Nelson Hotel. You're either going to have to go up or down because it's closed from here. So if you're coming downtown, you need to consider these things. It might be better to drive a different route than come down and get on Spring Garden Road because you're going to get delayed. But I guess it's necessary because they want to make the street look nice. I seen this morning when they were digging up some of this road, there was even some of the old rails left from the days of the electric streetcars, which was a long time ago. We used to have streetcars here, and they were digging up some of the rails from that. We may even get to see that yet. They might be piled up down here. So that was pretty amazing. I thought they were long gone, but I guess they were just covered over with gravel and asphalt. So we may get to see some of that stuff yet. Well, hopefully there will be some rails piled up down there, and I can show you. So you can't get down that way with a car. You can walk. You can walk anywhere downtown. The construction has no bearing on your walking, only driving. Okay? So right here, I think, is where I saw them digging up the rails. That was pretty interesting because Halifax used to have a streetcar system, and it was electric. It ran on cables on the street, and that's been done away with for a long time. Here's the rails right here. And the streetcars used to run on rails. There they are. Those were all buried in the street and covered over with asphalt, and they got them up today. So there's a little piece of what Halifax used to be like a long time ago. Okay? So there you go. The rails. Someone used to be driving on the rails. That's pretty interesting. That's one block. Now at Dresden Row you can drive up and down it. pretty noisy back there, wasn't it? There was a lot of noise right there. Downtown Halifax has a lot of homeless people and a lot of people asking for money. I help once in a while when I can, but you can't give to everybody because you'd be broke yourself. So in spite of we feel for them, we can't give to everyone because it's just not possible. It's too many people, and it's not possible. That's all there is to it. We'd like to, but I do a little bit once in a while, but can't every day. And here's another corner with some construction on it. We'll just stand here. No hurry to get across. Doesn't matter that much. I'm going to walk across the crosswalk here and look down the street again. And you can see the whole block is under construction. So you can't get down and through here with a car. There's no possible way to do that. And there's another construction site right there, a big building going up on top of this. So we'll go through here, I guess. I did a repair on my microphone over the weekend. My wife helped me. Somehow the windscreen got tore off my little microphone, and they're just tiny. Well, she was able to crazy glue that back on, and everything's working, and my windscreen is back on. So thankful for that. She didn't trust me because every time I use crazy glue, I end up getting my fingers in it and getting it all over the place, making a big mess. So she fixed it for me. You want to see the big hole they got in here now? Look at that, how far down that goes. If you can see it through the fence, it's going to be a nice building when it's all done. Yeah, you can usually tell when the hole goes down quite a ways. It's going to be a fairly tall building. I haven't seen any pictures of it yet. That's what it can look like, but so Queen Street is where you're going to have to turn if you're coming from Barrington and you get to this construction, you're going to have to turn. Exceptions are the people who work here, like that truck. But everybody else, you're going to have to either go up that way or you can go down this way. The choice is yours, whichever way you want to do it. So that's a major hindrance right here right now, all this construction, and the road's blocked, pretty much clear down to the public gardens. The roads are blocked. I guess I'll go across this way. So let's see what happens if you have to take a detour up this way.
He goes by the spot where you usually are.
So if you take a detour up Queen Street to get around that construction, I think it'd be fairly simple. So if you come down Barrington Street and you go up Spring Garden Road, you can make it as far as Queen. And then you have to turn, you can come up Queen Street, which would be more practical than going down. You can come up Queen Street and just come up here to this first corner and make a left. And I'm pretty sure you can get right past all that construction. that's going on down there. Very quiet up here compared to down there on Spring Garden Road. With all those big jackhammers going and machinery. So how's everybody doing today on this Monday? Did you have a good weekend? We didn't do much. Not really. Went for a walk Sunday. Come over to the city here and walked around. And that was about it for us for Sunday. So when you get around this corner right here, you're still not going to be around all the construction. So you're going to have to, let's just see, I think you can go down to the next street and make a right, then zigzag your way past the next one. Because you're only going to be past one block of construction when you get here. You still have the next one to get by. I heard that maybe if the cases keep going down, that we might be on in-store dining on Thursday. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. It's all up to the people who make these decisions. But that's what I saw. That on Thursday it was going to be, okay. So when you get down here, I'll just go through the way you would go. You make a right. We just came on Artillery Street, and we're going up. I will tell you shortly, because I don't want to tell you the wrong street. Just going up towards Citadel Hill, and you got to get yourself down to South Park before you can get past all the construction. And then after that is clear sailing. So let's let these cars go by here and we'll go this way. Let's say you make a left here. This might get you past the construction. I'm thinking it might. We'll see. I'll let you know. I don't think you'll be there yet when you get here. In fact, this street that I took, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to get out at all. It's a dead end. It's a dead end street, so don't come that way. Go on up. Go on up to the hill. Keep going up when you make a left up there. Come right up to the hill, and then make another left, and that'll get you past the construction. Oh, it's been cool out today, and there's heat coming out of these vents here. That feels so nice. I want to just stand right here and get warm because it's been really chilly walking around. It's only been about, this morning it was 10 degrees, and I think we're only up to 11, 12, 13 degrees so far, and we're already after lunch. So it doesn't look like it's going to warm up too much today. Oh, this is so warm right here. Feel very, very warm right here. My hands are cold, and I guess it has been out too long. It's not freezing out, but I've been out all morning, so just walking around and doing things. I never did any videoing, but I was just walking around. And okay, this street right here will get you past. Drive right up to the hill, make a left. Then when you go down, well, as soon as you come to South Park, you can go back down and you'll be past the construction. Unless there's somewhere else, but this is the big traffic jammer downtown today, and it'll be that way for a while. It was like this last week, and I would expect it'll be all this week and possibly longer, because they're digging down quite deep in the street there. They got a lot of work to do, so here we are. Come right back down to where the public gardens are and make a left and go back down, and you'll be past the construction. So we'll do that just like as if we were driving down there, and hopefully this has been some help to you. So if you're coming up, I'll just go through this again and help you out a little. If you're coming up from Barrington, you're going up Spring Garden Road, you can make it to Queen Street. Make a right on Queen, go up to Citadel Hill, where you see the hill, the grass on one side of the street. Go up to that, make a left. Go all the way down to South Park, make another left. And that'll take you back down to Spring Garden Road, where you can drive again. Or you can go south of Spring Garden Road and take a detour. But I just took the one north of Spring Garden Road, because if you're coming this way, it might be more practical than crossing the traffic and then getting back up and crossing again. So if you're coming towards Barrington, you might want to take a right and go down, around, back up. And if you're stopping at an intersection, stop back a little bit, because the buses are having trouble making the turns if the cars drive right up there. You got to stay back a little bit from the corner. If you see a bus going to make a left towards you, leave some room for the bus to swing around there. Because if you drive right up, they can't make the turn. So here we are going by the Lord Nelson Hotel again, which has been in a few of my videos. I've never stayed there, but it's right in the center of Halifax. Right in the very heart of Halifax is the Lord Nelson Hotel. And so is the public gardens, right in the center of Halifax. Right in the heart of downtown is this big park. Oh, we're not going to cover the park today. I've already done that. Another look at the Lord Nelson. I would imagine it's a very fine place to stay, because it looks pretty nice from the outside. And across the street is a little park known as Victoria Park. You get two separate parks, at Public Gardens and Victoria Park. To the right of Victoria Park is mostly university property, and this way is downtown business stuff. And here we are back at the beginning of this construction again on this street. So we're just going to wait for the red light and we'll go through the intersection. So you see, if you're coming this way on going towards downtown on Spring Garden Road, you're going to have to make a right or a left. But if you're going to go on down to Spring Garden or to Barrington, make a right. So if you're heading east on Spring Garden, and you want to go to Barrington, just make a right off of Spring Garden. You can go down a block and make another left and bring you right out to Queen Street, I believe it was, and that'll bring you back up, and you'll be clear of the construction down there. Okay. Well, since I started walking around, I feel warmer now. I was just doing a lot of sitting around here this morning. There's nothing open because the pandemic. You can go in and buy a coffee, but then you got to bring it outside. You drink it and sit down, and that is not the best situation, but it's better than not being even able to buy a coffee. So it's a step up, but not very good. Especially on these chilly days. We got a breeze blowing, and it's not very warm to start with, and then the breeze blowing makes it even cooler. Yeah, and sometimes I got a jacket on, the denim shirt under it, and a t-shirt. And sometimes I'm cold, and I meet somebody coming in a pair of shorts and a tank top, and I'm like, ooh, brr. I guess everybody's different, right? So the first street you come to is a one-way street, so you can't make a left here. You'd have to go one more block and make a left. But I'm going to make one right here because I just want to see how things look down here. The wind's blowing a little, so hopefully it's not getting into my microphone too much. Depends on what street you're on, how windy it is. Because some streets are blocked by the buildings and there's no wind. Then the next street you'll come to, there'll be a lot of wind because you got no buildings straight. Like right here, it's kind of like a wind tunnel. So, sign says wrong way, but for us pedestrians, we can go either one. I think this is the building where the crane fell last year, right up in there somewhere, where the crane fell during that hurricane last year. But it's coming along fine now. Hopefully we don't have any hurricanes this year. I think that was last July, maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, sometime last summer, last July. So we'll just continue across the street here, I guess. I'm not even sure what you call this. This is Clyde Street. C-O-Y-D-E, Clyde Street, which I didn't know that, but we're in the back of all these things. I see somebody up here asking for some money. I got a loonie in my pocket. I'll help this person out. Hello.
Hey, thank you so much.
There you go. It's all I have, but it's something.
I appreciate it. You enjoy that.
You too. So we will go up this way. Okay? We're looking at the back end of everything down here, all the construction and different buildings here. We'll just walk up this way to Spring Garden Road again. There's a lot of changes going on downtown Halifax. There's construction everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's buildings being built, old ones being torn down. And the heart of downtown is changing really rapidly. So if anybody's been away from here for 5 or 10 years and come back, you won't know it. You won't know the place. It's changed so much. It's starting to take on the look of Montreal and Toronto and places like that. So it's not as big a city, but downtown is starting to kind of look that way. And which I kind of like it. I'm for change and making things look new and modern. I think it's good. But I guess what we'd really all like to see is this COVID go away, the pandemic get over, and open everything all back up and be like it was. This used to be bustling down here. All these stores would be full of people. They'd be coming out at their lunch breaks and things, and downtown was exciting. It was busy. So here is Dresden Row is the name of this street that goes down here. And up that way, we got another block of construction. So what we did, we went up one side and crossed the back, came down, now we're on the opposite side of the street, coming down this way. And just taking a little walk around through the construction areas. Looks like they brought in some gravel here to spread around before they pave it. Gonna look nice when it's done, I'm sure it will, I don't know. I can guarantee there'll be bike lanes and that kind of thing. Because anywhere they redo the streets now, they make bike lanes. I just passed music, so hopefully I'm not picking up any noise from that to get me in trouble. Hope not. I never intentionally record music that's copyrighted. So if I accidentally do a little bit, it's not my fault. And I think I heard they'll give you 15 seconds before you get called on it. I hear a big jackhammer on the other side of this wall. Go in there. So I guess you can tell by the sights down here that traffic is a mess downtown because of all this construction that's going on here. This street here this block is going to be next because they got it all blocked off right here at Queen Street. And even though this street isn't tore up yet, I can tell you it will be because it's marked with arrows and lines and construction stuff is all down here. Look, they're even putting in new fire hydrants. I see them all across the road there on a pallet. So new pipe, new fire hydrants. That means probably new water pipes, everything going under here before they finish the street. It'll be a fantastic job when they're done. So last time we walked here, there's the detour we took. Right there, we went up Queen Street. So now we're crossing Queen Street. And I'm just passing the library, which we've showed that so many times. It's one of our nice buildings here in downtown Halifax. And a lot of people hang out here because you can get Wi-Fi on your phone or tablet or whatever you got. And there's lots of chairs to sit here. So you can walk over to Tim Hortons and get a coffee or Starbucks, wherever, and come right here and sit down and get Wi-Fi. And it's a beautiful place. And there's a a lot of chairs in the back of the library as well. And right now, while the pandemic's on, you can't go in to use the washroom in the library, but they do have porta potties out in the back of the library, so no problem there. Okay, I'm going to continue on down here, I guess, to Spring Garden Road, or sorry, to Barrington. Going down Spring Garden, I'm going to make a right on Barrington. Going to head down to the south end for a little while today. I see we have our French fry truck over there today. Haven't seen that for a little while here. Bud the Spud has been here every year for quite some time. Since we've been here, probably long before that. He's like an icon in this city. He's been part of the city for quite a while. It says, we welcome all tourists, third decade. So he's been here going on 30 years. And he's advertising Jack 92.9 FM on his truck. I started a video the other day right here, that little park, and it's, so I'm told, it's called Old Library Park, because that building I'm looking at is the old library, and that's just a small park, but so you know, if somebody says the old library park, then you know they're talking about that little park right there. And just south of it is a big Catholic church. It's known as a basilica, and I forget the name of it, but maybe we'll see a sign down here, St. Teresa or something like this. I gotta see what the sign says again in order to tell you it properly. Whoop. Then I think we'll just do some jaywalking here. Get across the street, because I want to see what the sign says on the church. I've looked at it before, but I like to give you the accurate information. Don't trust my memory, because it's not the greatest at times. It's not the worst, but I don't think it's the best either. So I think it's called, here it is right here, St. Mary's welcomes all to worship and programs. Please note that loitering and soliciting are prohibited. Okay. Now we'll see so it must be called St. Mary's Basilica. I think that's what it's called. And I can tell you that Pope John Paul II came here. And we'll see if we can find out a little more about that. Yes, Pope John Paul II visited this cathedral, basilica, addressed the clergy and pastoral ministries from the Diocese of Halifax and Yarmouth, and dedicated to this tablet to commemorate the 200th anniversary of this first Catholic church in Halifax and the beginning of continuous worship on this site. So, it didn't say the year that he was here, but anyway, when Pope John Paul II made the tour, his world tour there a few years ago, he stopped here. This was one of the stops. Okay. So here's a little plaque about this building. This is the Catholic Church began in 1820 The church demonstrated the enhanced ecclesiastical status of the province, which acquired its own bishop in 1818. What does the army came to God to say? The Diocese of St. Mary's was named a basilica in 1950. It was one of the first Roman Catholic cathedrals in Canada, an imposing example of mature Gothic revival architecture. So it does have a bit of a Gothic look to it, and it's one of the outstanding tourist attractions in the city. So enough about that. I can't wait to see this job done right here. This building right here had a mall, kind of a small mall. And when you win one entrance and out the other, and you walk right through, there's a mall in there and a food court. And over the years, it got kind of run down and not attractive anymore for people that wanted somewhere to go, and they didn't use it much. And so this year, they built that whole new front over there, the entranceway, and they're going to do likewise here on this one. So this entranceway will be attractive as well. And I would only imagine they're overhauling everything inside. So you're going to be a good experience going in that building when it's completed. So we can only wait for that because it looks like that won't be done. I don't know if they'll get it done this summer or not. It's a lot of work. So I'm guessing it'll be next summer before that gets opened, because it is a lot of work. There's a big job in there. This graveyard is known as the old burial ground. A lot of famous people are buried in there. And we won't get into that today because I like to go in when it's open. I can walk around in there. But we'll save that for another day. So we're going to go down the south end today, and I think you might enjoy our little walk down here. Let's see, how long have I been videoing? 37 minutes. I think we're good for another half hour. We might as well make a good video here today on this chilly Monday morning, Monday afternoon now, I guess. Yeah, it's Monday afternoon, and it's still chilly. You'll see most people are wearing coats. A few brave souls are walking around in t-shirts or shorts, but most of us have coats on and long pants because it is a chilly day here. There's no getting around it. It's chilly for June. We're almost into the beginning of summer, and it feels like, dare I say, April or beginning of May rather than June. So it is what it is. We're a maritime city, right on the coast of the Atlantic Ocean, and something here. Oh, my wife is just sharing something on Facebook, so it flashes on my screen whenever she does that. That means she must be on her noon hour. Tomorrow I'll hook up with her at noon hour. Today I'm busy downtown, but we have a little arrangement. Tuesday she has a small day usually. And Tuesday I'm taking my Alzheimer friend out for coffee and probably food and hang out for a few hours. And so a lot of times we'll meet up with my wife up there on the corner and hang out with her for half an hour. Then that breaks the day up a little bit. I try to keep them going when we're out, so we don't get bored and go from different things, this to that to something else. We drive around a little bit and go for coffee 2 or 3 times and stop at a fast food place, get some food. And he's a very nice fella. We get along really well. And his wife is a nice lady as well. So we try to do what we can to make it a little better for one day, taking them out and have a little bit of fun, running around and joking and having a few laughs. And that's what I try to do the day I take them out. And my wife has a slow day that day, so we usually hook up with her for about a half an hour, and then somewhere along in the middle of our day out, and hang out there on the corner, and then she goes back to work, and then we go our way. There's going to be some new construction down here on the south end, because that building right there is going to be sold. And I would imagine some developers are going to put something down here. We're not sure yet. But the south end is growing slower than the north end or the center of the city. I'll just put my mask up here for now, and hope you can hear me through my mask all right. So we'll head down into the south end. I might stop by Tim Hortons and find something to eat in there. Maybe that's a good idea. Can't stay in there, but I can bring it outside. If I can find a spot that's not too cold and get out of the wind, I might be able to do that. All right, I'm gonna take my mask down a bit. It's too hard to talk. I'll leave it on my chin, and if I need it, I can pull it up. I keep getting a yellow sign on my screen, but it's nothing. My video's still going, so. Look at these flowers. Don't know what they are, but they're all yellow. Anyway, they look pretty nice. This is very attractive, the front of this building, with the stairs and the yellow flowers on both sides. Isn't that nice? Very attractive building. So I don't have to hurry too much. We'll just walk down here. I'm on Barrington Street in the south end, heading south. The port of Halifax is just like that direction right there. Over. You can't see it from here, but it's in that direction. You know, there's no part of Halifax that I can say is not good. South End is different from the North End, because the North End has got a lot more businesses and things going on up there. South End is more laid back, more residences maybe, not sure. But it's just different. It's like it hasn't got the business and stuff that you got in the North End. So it's like a quieter. If you're the type of person who likes a quiet area to live in, you'd like the South End. But if you like to be where there's stuff going on all the time, and lots of stores and businesses and fast food places and coffee shops and all these things, and the north end is probably a better spot to be in. Or maybe you're a person that likes it right downtown, right in the heart of everything. I like it in the heart of everything, but I can't really afford to live in the heart of the city, so I'm across the harbor in Dartmouth. But it don't take long to get over here. I got a couple of ways I can get here if I'm not driving. I can take the bus to the bridge terminal, then catch another bus over, or if I wait for the right bus, I can take one bus right from the end of my road right to downtown Halifax. It don't take very long. It might take me 15, 20 minutes and I'll be over here. So it's really doesn't matter where I am. It's not hard to get downtown. So Dartmouth is a little cheaper to live over there. The apartments go for less than they do right in the city. And it's pretty much that way everywhere. If you live right downtown, it's going to cost you more. Or if you live in some of these new areas, it's all new modern buildings, they're a little higher too. So you have to make a decision. Do you want to spend a lot to live in certain areas, or do you want to spend a little less and live in another area? Like right where we live, there's no real shopping areas handy. You have to walk a bit or drive a bit. We got a little plaza at the end of our street, but the only thing there is a drugstore and a walk-in clinic, doctors. That's about all that's right there. And that little one kind of looks like a plaza, but there's not much there. And then next door we have another little spot with a variety store, combination variety store, laundromat. And that's about it for our area, without going downtown or else up to a mall or a plaza. But it's okay. We have a car. We can go shopping anywhere we want to go. On the weekends, we don't have to stick right to this. I'm just standing on this corner. I guess I'll walk. Somebody else is going, so I'll walk too. No need to tie up the street for a long time. A long time ago, there was a restaurant right there. That empty lot. I don't know if we'll ever have anything there again or not. Maybe. Surely one day. Or maybe it was that corner. I'm not sure, because I was young then when I saw that. And it was either there or there. It could be either one. Somehow something tells me it might have been that corner right there. It was a restaurant. Things change over time. You can be sure nothing will ever stay the same. We left Toronto 3 years ago. And I'll bet you if I went back there now, I see a lot of changes. I'd say, that wasn't there, this is gone. What happened here? Yeah, it just never stops. The changes don't stop. When you see it every day, maybe you don't realize it, but go away and come back and you'll see all the changes that have taken place. Change is good. I like to be where things are going on, because if it's the same, the town I came from, a little village, New Brunswick, hasn't changed in the last 40 years. It still looks like it did. It looks the very same as it did when I lived there. And the last time I was there, I said, I don't really think I even care if I ever come back here, because I don't even know anybody there anymore. When I left there, they were babies. The kids that are grown up now, I don't even know who they are. And a lot of people my age that I grew up with and went to school there has passed away. They're not even around anymore. So I walked through there, I wouldn't know one person in 100 that I would meet. I wouldn't know who they are. So the last time I went there, I just said, I don't think I'll hurry back here. There's nothing here for me anymore. So I'm not even going to bother going back there anymore. It was like it is now. It was COVID. And we went into a restaurant. You sign a book to get something to eat. About the only restaurant in town. And would you believe it? They don't take bank cards. Imagine that. Only cash. Well, most people don't carry cash around, maybe a little bit, but not enough for 3 people to eat a meal. And so we left and had to drive to another town just to get something to eat, because they don't take cash there. I mean, they don't accept cash. Or sorry, they don't accept bank cards. They'll take cash. They won't accept bank cards. That was this very backward place. I'm gonna try to get some food in here because I had an English muffin this morning before I left home, and that's my breakfast. That's my food intake for the day so far. And now we're getting into the afternoon. Starting to get hungry. So I'm going to go somewhere beside this restaurant and end this video. Probably right here. This is pretty good. And so we'll just stop right here, okay? So hope you enjoyed this little walk around. We've been about 50 minutes doing this, and maybe we'll make another video before this week is over, okay? So bye for now. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button so we'll know you like it. And straighten my lens up. There we go. And if you're not a subscriber yet, you can become a subscriber by hitting that subscribe button, and that would be just wonderful. Okay? So with that, we'll say goodbye for today. Talk to you later. Hope you have a wonderful day. And chat later. Bye.